Hello there, welcome to this week's edition of Eye on Port, proudly brought to you by Ghana Community Network Services, Ghana Oil Company Limited, West Blue Consulting and Ghana Revenue Authority. Our media partner is Business and Financial Times. People, we've been announcing for some time now that we will be having interactive sessions during the course of our program, and this week we've been fortunate to talk to the General Manager, Marketing and Corporate Affairs of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority and the President of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, Kwabna Ofosu-Appiah. They discussed the details of their outfit roles at the port. Also, the President of GIF emphasized the need for all importers and exporters to deal with licensed clearing agents. Take a listen.
The ports community is embarking on an intensive educational program to regularly interact with the general public to keep them informed on the activities and processes at the port. Speaking on the new interactive platform of Eye on Port, which now allows the general public to interact live on national television, the leadership of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority and Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders said it is about time the general public becomes conversant with every activity in the cargo clearance chain to enable them follow the right path in clearing their cargo from the port.
Eye on Port, a brilliant game changer. I've said this in the past, but then you realize that when it is situated in the port, sometimes it becomes a bit intimidating. You know, when you see the huge cranes and all that stuff. So having brought it into the studio for that kind of interaction, I think it bodes well. It makes people who want to interact do it from a much more calmer perspective.
Bringing the Eye on Port to this level is all for us to be able to have time with the public and our customers, and then we can educate and sensitize and create awareness on the issues that we believe is necessary for the public to understand.
The two institutions took turns to educate the public on the various roles of GPHA and the freight forwarders at the ports. Esther Jebidonko, General Manager, Marketing and Corporate Affairs of Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, on her part, emphasized that GPHA, being the mother institution of the port, is in charge of providing infrastructure, logistics and management of all Ghana's ports.
We have Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, who is supposed to plan, build, manage, develop, maintain, operate and then control the ports of Ghana.
She added, however, that the Port Authority interacts with other stakeholders in the ports community to serve its customers, including other state organizations and private entities.
We have some of the major players as the shipping lines. We have the freight forwarders, we have the customs, we have our importers and exporters, we have the Food and Drugs Authority, we have the Ghana Standard Authority, we have EP, these other stakeholders who are also working in the chain to make sure that we are able to bring cargo to the port, discharge and then give it to the owners.
Kwabna Ofosu-Appiah, President of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, explained that freight forwarders are the first line of call for businesses and every importer or exporter who intends to clear goods at the port.
After having gotten this skill set to do customs business, customs issues you with a proficiency certificate, and that qualifies you to become a customs house agent.
Okay.
And it is a customs house agent that is invariably referred to as clearing agent,
okay,
or customs broker. The Americans use customs broker.
And he or she does what?
He or she interfaces between the trader. The trader, uses of trader here also covers the importer and the exporter, or the business fellow who goes out there to buy wares into Ghana, or the one who wants to export ware out of Ghana.
The GIF president emphasized the need for the existence of freight forwarders as enshrined in the laws of Ghana in facilitating trade.
Because the customs procedures are not that easy to just master at any point in time, the customs house agent has been trained to identify the kind of processes to apply and at what stage. Okay, so that is why we are the customs house agent. They have taken pain to train us to do that bit of the job that otherwise you would have walked to a customs house, like a customs officer, and you would then be
never be able to do
exactly
anything.
Never be able to do anything. Maybe the customs officer might just be able to deal with only you for the whole day.
Kwabena Ofosu appear, however, bemoaned the incessant rise of unlicensed and unauthorized clearing agents who engage in dishonest business transactions with the trader, which makes doing business costly and tarnishes the reputation of the good ones.
But when you come for quotations from me, obviously because I'm in an office and my overheads are that big, it's going to be different from someone you meet outside. So when you come to me and I give you a quotation and you go out and somebody tells you that he can halve it, know that you are subjecting yourself to very high risk. And chances are also that when you commit and the person bolts away, you might never find the person.
The GIF precedents called for importers and exporters to only deal with licensed and authorized clearing agents in order to get good valued service for their businesses.
I will use this medium to urge traders on to approach offices, go to identifiable offices. You see, because when you get into the office, chances are that if there is a breach, you can trace the breach back to the office.
Iron Port returns after this breather.
Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and Goyle has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. Goyle. Good energy.
To deal with the lack of information, ladies and gentlemen, since we are in a digitized age, there's usually a lack of, when you brought in a container, you don't really know the status of the container in the clearance process. A mobile application has been developed that will enable importers check the status of their consignment and also the import duty payable online. So this application is available online at the Google Play Store now and will also be available on iTunes if it is already not available. It is called Ghana Trade Hub.
Dear valued client, the Ghana Trade Hub mobile app is now live to make it easy to track your consignment and know the estimated duty payable for both general goods and used vehicles. We are pleased to inform you that the Ghana Trade Hub mobile app is available for download on Google Play Store for Android users and the App Store for Apple users. This is the best opportunity for all importers and exporters to know the duty payable on every good under transaction. You can reach the team for inquiries and support by calling +233 242 435 663. Send an email to support@ghanastradinghub.com. To remain updated, kindly follow progress on the following platforms: www.facebook.com/Ghana Trade Hub, www.twitter.com/Ghana Trade Hub, and ghlinkedin.com/in/Ghana Trade Hub. Importers and exporters can download the official Ghana Single Window mobile app, which allows you to track your consignment conveniently and also allows you to obtain your estimated duty for general goods and used vehicles. Please spread the message to everyone importing or exporting. The Ghana Trading Hub mobile app is now live. Download and never be cheated. This is powered by the Smart Ports project under the auspices of the Government of Ghana and the Ghana Revenue Authority. Smart Port, improving Ghana's ease of doing business.
Hello?
Good morning, this is Samantha Wendy. I am sending a purchase order from SA2 Ventures International. Our policy for new supplies is 2 containers to start with, but you must deliver within 30 days.
Don't worry at all. I'm going to get you the 4 containers within 30 days or less. Bye.
To get his pineapple slices from his country to his clients overseas, Mr. Appiah and his representatives have to complete a number of regulatory compliance procedures to various international trade stakeholders.
Hey, Baba, what's going on? Get it right? I mean, how?
Using single window, Mr. Appiah has completed all his international trade procedures through one portal. He has registered his company information, applied for the necessary permit, certificates and licenses, and all that remains is for him to get a text alert for clearance and movement of goods. And that's how simple facilitating international trade could be in a single window environment. You can offer competitive services to your trading partners in China, America, even here in a simpler, faster, and cost-effective way. Single window, the only way to Ghana's economic growth is in our hands.
Welcome back from the break. Coming up next is local news and activities around the port and maritime industry.
On Friday, the 15th of May, Ghanaians woke up to a trending social media report that a Maersk-Line 40-footer container had been spotted at the port of Tema carrying dangerous goods in general and ammunitions in particular. The social media report, which accompanied the purported story, which was in the Chi local dialect, though did not come with a lot of details, carried enough information to create some level of panic among Ghanaians. The port community was equally alerted, and the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, in partnership with allied security agencies, swiftly responded to locate the said container within an impressive record time. The state security apparatus combined team, led by the Customs, publicly examined and declared that the container involved contained firearms but legitimately imported through the Tema port, with all due processes regarding cargoes of such nature followed, and that the state security apparatus was fully aware of the imported firearms.
When we intercepted this consignment, we thought we want the right thing to be done. Yes, so after scanning, there was a need because our scan images presented wasn't clear, and issues like this, no, we have every right to re-examine to establish the genuineness or otherwise.
The head of preventive of customs of GRA, J.O. Abuaji, revealed that the container was carrying a set of about 1,575 hunting ammunition and had all gone through proper channels of the import process, with all due taxes paid, and were examined to make sure the consignment declared was accurate with what was imported, making it lawfully imported cargo, contrary to the earlier social media reports and speculations.
Upon examination, these items were identified, and they are in tandem with the documents presented. Shotguns, pump action remover, that is pump action with magazine, pump action without magazine, automatic pistol grip and bats, pump action. They all use the same ammunition with 12 gauge.
The customs official also emphasized that the importer is licensed to engage in the business of trade in arms, and his business is well known and monitored by the state security apparatus.
He's a dealer, a licensed dealer. So he's doing legitimate business. So in case of arms and ammunition, whatever they would import, the Ministry of Interior, for that matter the police, is aware. So even as we finish this exercise, the consignments will be escorted by the police.
The head of preventive customs said his outfit took the decision to publicly open the consignment after it had been scanned in order to allay the public fear. He said the consignment does not include undeclared unpermitted items like bombs or AK-47 rifles. He assured Ghanaians that customs is very alert in ensuring that no contraband items go unchecked for use by unlicensed individuals or syndicates.
We want to inform the entire public that the security services at the ports are third-degree alert, and that there is no cause to fear, no cause for alarm.
The Ghana Chamber of Commerce has held its second CEO's Business Networking Cocktail, where business owners, chief executive officers, and high-rank public officials gathered to network and share knowledge on key aspects of corporate management. The gathering focused on succession planning as a panacea for corporate development and Ghana's economy. Tema Regional Chairman of the Chamber of Commerce, Isaac Barry, identified a poor state of succession planning as a bane to corporate organizations in Ghana and called for renewed attention for chief executives to adopt a structured succession plan.
Ghana could boast of very vibrant manufacturing sector. The question then is, where are they now? Or better still, what happened to them? Well, many factors can attest to this, but key amongst them is the lack of succession planning.
Dr. Ajekum Ado, CEO of Kama Group of Companies, who lectured on succession planning, outlined mentorship, apprenticeship, investment in human resource as some pivotal decisions to embark on.
Why don't you make your organization so attractive to the young ones to come in, to learn your management culture, the skills that you have, so that they can also face the challenges that we have now.
A Deputy Minister of Trade, Carlos Ahenkra, in his keynote address, emphasized government's commitment of assisting local industries to thrive by putting in place favorable policy for sustainability.
The spirit inherent in the letters of the team directly corroborates government's economic transformation plan, underpinned by a program of rapid and aggressive industrialization and value addition, especially in agro-processing and vibrant manufacturing.
Sandra Opoku, director of Tema Port, on her part said one of GPHA's objectives is to facilitate trade and always collaborate with stakeholders and align their business interests in its operation.
As a port authority also, what we do is to facilitate trade. And so we are interested in what's the commercial interests, what they need, what their challenges are. And so as stakeholders, we always seek to collaborate with our commercial interests, our stakeholders, so that as a port authority, we can achieve the best for our customers.
International port news next.
Port operator PSA International and gateway services provider SATS have signed a memorandum of understanding in an effort to promote Singapore as a key multimodal transport hub. As informed, the parties want to provide cargo owners and logistics service providers with seamless connectivity for greater supply chain efficiency. The duo explained that Enterprise Singapore facilitated the multimodal transport collaboration as a lead agency driving Singapore's growth as a global trade and connectivity hub. Combining sea and air connectivity services, the partnership between PSA and SATs strengthens Singapore's position as a global transshipment hub for air and sea cargo, paving the way for new business models and supply chain innovation. On May 7, 2019, representatives of the Port of Rotterdam Authority and Ganju Port Authority signed a partnership agreement to the Chinese port. The agreement was inked within the International Association of Ports and Harbors Ganju 2019 World Ports Conference. General cargo vessel BBC Amethyst anchored in Porto do Aquio, Brazil, last week, becoming the first ship to transit from Antwerp to the Brazilian seaport. The inaugural port call is a milestone for Port of Antwerp International and the local partners who invested in Porto do Aquio. Since 2017, Port of Antwerp International, the subsidiary of the Antwerp Port Authority, has been a shareholder of and long-term consultant to the Port of Aquio, which is located in the southeast of Brazil, close to the major market of Rio de Janeiro, Espírito Santo, and Minas Gerais. The Port of New York in New Jersey is continuing with good results as it handled an all-time record of 1,800,000 TEUs during the first quarter of 2019 alone. According to the port, the result represents a 6.7% increase over the same period in 2018. What is more, the port also set a new first quarter record for cargo handled by rail. New York, New Jersey's first quarter performance comes on the back of a 2018 milestone in which the port handled over 7 million TEUs for the first time in history. We're staying in Singapore, where Pavilion Energy said it has performed the first commercial ship-to-ship LNG bunkering in the port of Singapore. The operation comprised a reload of 2,000 cubic meters of LNG onto a small-scale tanker at the newly modified secondary jetty of the Singapore LNG terminal, followed by a ship-to-ship transfer to the receiving heavy-lift commercial vessel. Frederick Bernard, Group CEO of Pavilion Energy, said Pavilion Energy's first commercial ship-to-ship LNG bunkering operations in Singapore demonstrates the company's strong commitment and capability to deliver a comprehensive suite of LNG bunker supply solutions to Singapore and the region. Pavilion Energy demonstrated its truck-to-ship bunkering capabilities in 2017 and further expanded its bunker logistics with a charter of its first LNG bunker vessel new build in February 2019.
Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Gold Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and Goyle has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. Goyle. Good energy.
To deal with the lack of information, ladies and gentlemen, since we are in a digitized age, there's usually a lack of, when you brought in a container, you don't really know the status of the container in the clearance process. A mobile application has been developed that will enable importers check the status of their consignment and also the import duty payable online. So this application is available online at the Google Play Store now, and will also be available on iTunes if it is already not available. It is called Ghana Trade Hub.
Dear valued client, the Ghana Trade Hub mobile app is now live to make it easy to track your consignment and know the estimated duty payable for both general goods and used vehicles. We are pleased to inform you that the Ghana Trade Hub mobile app is available for download on Google Play Store for Android users and the App Store for Apple users. This is the best opportunity for all importers and exporters to know the duty payable on every good under transaction. You can reach the team for inquiries and support by calling +233 242 435 663. Send an email to support@ghanastradinghub.com. To remain updated, kindly follow progress on the following platforms: www.facebook.com/Ghana Trade Hub, www.twitter.com/Ghana Trade Hub, and ghlinkedin.com/in/Ghana Trade Hub. Importers and exporters can download the official Ghana Single Window mobile app, which allows you to track your consignment conveniently and also allows you to obtain your estimated duty for general goods and used vehicles. Please spread the message to everyone importing or exporting. The Ghana Trading Hub mobile app is now live. Download and never be cheated. This is powered by the Smart Ports project under the auspices of the Government of Ghana and the Ghana Revenue Authority. Smart Port, improving Ghana's ease of doing business.
Vessels sitting in the ports, those at anchorage and those expected in the coming week, plus the Bank of Ghana exchange rate. Next. Thank you for watching, and thank you to the entire crew and the executive producers Esther Jebidonko and Nanesi Sodebe.